music because that'll give me time to break up the videos a little bit. So excuse me if I seem a little bit nervous because I kind of am. And we're going to get ready to go here. All right, let's see. Ooh, 7, 6, 5, 4. Here you go. Hello. Welcome to Rise Up with B. Dave Walters. Simple solutions to life's hard questions. Broadcasting live on Party 94.9 FM in New York, on the internet, on party94.com, and the live videos go on justin.tv /B Dave Walters. So hey, what's up, folks? Here we are. We're all talking. I think we're good. The mic should be on. I think we're good. So hey, how are you? What's up? Yeah, no big deal. Just kind of on the radio, talking. Just kind of got a camera in my face, watching. No big deal. So, first let me say for everybody who's been with me up until now, who's followed my work, who's been with me on this journey, through my videos and my web series, up until the point that I'm now on the actual radio, I just want to say thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being with me. This is just another step in our journey. It's been amazing. And those of you who don't know me, let me give you a little bit of background about myself. My name is Dave Walters. I am a life coach, a relationships coach, and I deal a lot with spirituality. So when I say that it's simple solutions to life's hard questions, I really mean that in almost every sense of the word. That pretty much anything that you're going through or dealing with or wondering about, I probably have something in my background that will allow me to help you. I've done about 70 episodes of my web series, All About You with B. Dave Walters, that this new show is replacing. So All About You was a lot of fun, had a good run, but I guess I'm officially saying that's the end of All About You. But you can see all the ones I've done up until now. They're up on my Facebook fan page, which is facebook.com/B Dave Walters. B as in brother, B Dave Walters. And hey, I'd love to have you as a fan, or shoot me a friend request, or shoot me a friend request and become a fan. Then it's like a double dose. You can see all the other the videos that I've done there. Also, I've written articles on spirituality, relationships, and answering questions. And we're going to do some questions here in a little while tonight. And I do so many things, really. I do so many things. But my number one thing, and the real thing that's going to set this show apart from what I've done in the past, what I did with All About You, what I did, and even some of my previous articles, really wanted to talk about. Sometimes I tiptoed around issues, or I tiptoed around things. I didn't want to necessarily step on anybody's toes or offend anybody or have to just here. I'm on the real radio and I'm going to go all in. And of course, if you're listening on the internet, that's cool because we've been on together on the internet this whole time. But I'm going to go all in. I'm going to say what I think. I'm going to say what's been put in my heart. And I'm going to say what I truly believe. I'm going to censor it. So I won't be dropping any F-bombs, but you might hear me go a little further now than I've gone in the past. But that's okay. And let me say thank you to everybody here in North America who stayed up late to listen. It's very late here where we live. A lot of my international friends are like, hey, wow, finally, it's on in the daytime. Good times. People are eating lunch listening to this, and that's cool too. So the number one thing that I want to say is I met a lot of people and I got my start, especially on Facebook, writing about the law of attraction. It was right after The Secret came out, and that was all the buzz. And I've written a lot of articles about it. I actually wrote a whole book about the law of universal laws. In fact, it's only one part of one of 7 universal laws. So we're going to talk a little more about that later today. And just to give you an idea about the format of the show, I'm going to be playing music now. I can do that. If you're watching me on Justin TV /B Dave Walters, you won't be able to hear the music, but you get to see my pretty face. So, it's life. There's compromises. I'm gonna be playing all kinds of stuff. I just warned you. I think you just heard like the single greatest song in the history of ever play when I came on, which was like a metal version of the Imperial March from Star Wars. Those of you who know me know that that song was made for me. It's like perfectly positive Tony Robbins, Joel Osteen type show, and have it start off with metal and have it start off with Star Wars. But you know who can? This guy. Yeah, I did that. relationships, and we'll talk about all kinds of things. We'll probably talk about the news and stuff. But the number one thing I want you to take from this, hopefully you listen to me every week, but if we never again hear each other again, maybe you're driving in the car right now at an odd time because you went for cigarettes and normally you're not even up at this hour. I just want you to take from this. My number one goal is that I want to help people and religion, and quite frankly, God has a place in everybody's life. And that spirituality and religion doesn't have to be a drag. It doesn't have to be just a huge, big collection of thou shalt nots. There really is more to, because I kind of think God is big enough that he fits, or she, or they, or it's under a big enough umbrella. Most of the things that I'm going to say are definitely coming from a Christian angle because that is my background. I am a Christian, but things, and I've come to accept a lot of different things, and I think there's a lot of value in most all of the world's traditions. And when you really start digging, you're going to find that about 90% of what the world's religions have to say about life and what it takes through it is about 90% the same. The only time you really start to get into conflict is when you start arguing about who said it first, who said it best, whose God man is the God man. And I really think those are more arguments that we kind of have. I necessarily think those things apply in the grand scheme of things. So what I'm getting at is if you're a Muslim and Islam is working for you and you love Allah and it makes life make sense, great. If you're Jewish and having a with Yahweh is making life make sense, great. If you're Buddhist and having a relationship with Buddha is making life make sense, great. If you're even, it's kind of hard if you're an atheist, I must admit, but if you don't even necessarily believe in a personal, specific God, but you just believe in something, a creative force, the thing we all come from, that you believe that we're a product of something more than just chance, then I really want to invite you to take the time to really start to foster and cultivate that, to really stop to think, well, what do you think the Creator's like? What do you think the Creator wants from you? What do you think the meaning of life is? Yeah, simple as that. Imagine what's going to be coming out a little bit later on in the hour, or maybe subsequent weeks. Also, there's going to be recordings of this. I'm going to put the recordings up on my Facebook fan page. Again, facebook.com/bdavewalter. You're going to hear it because I'm going to change it by the time anybody else hears it. And then I'll staunchly deny that I made a mistake. So right now, I think let's get some music going. Let's see. What do we want to hear? Again, I got to tell you, I got some unusual tastes. And the only thing I can promise about what I'm going to play is that it will always be awesome. But it might kind of get a little bit out of your comfort zone. It might be metal, as you heard at the beginning, but I won't play much right now. How can he be talking about God and then play metal? Because I can do that, but I won't play much metal because I know you guys don't love it like I do. That's why I play it at the beginning. So it's like your quota, right? It's like getting enough lead in your diet. I just did that for you. I mean, it might be modern rock, it might be classic rock, it might be classical music. Even I don't know what I'm going to do all the time, but I can tell you right now. Let's see here. Let's go with a little bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers. And where's the song I want? Oh no, I can't find it. Look at this. Already a technical detail. Now, if I do this right, it should start playing right about now. Now, for those of you that are watching the live stream, I'm actually going to stop it for just a second here because I know you can't hear the music, but I want to break it up because it'll make the videos easier to edit and to upload. And also, there's a chat function here on Justin Stream. If you're watching this live, feel free to come in here and talk to me. So I'm going to be back in like 10 seconds, honestly, but I just want to have a little